Sony's Spider-Man universe, SSU, continues to expand, and with the release of Madam Web, the results are decidedly mixed. The film is a major departure from the usual Spider-Man fare, delving into the supernatural and multiversal aspects of the web-slinger's mythos. While there is some ambition in the concept, the execution leaves much to be desired. Who is Madam Web? For those unfamiliar with the character, Madam Web, Cassandra Webb, is a clairvoyant mutant born with extraordinary psychic powers. Her abilities manifest in a condition that leaves her blind and paralyzed, forcing her to remain connected to a web-like life support system. However, she uses her heightened psychic perceptions to help Spider-Man and other heroes. The film stars Dakota Johnson as Cassandra Webb, with Sydney Sweeney, Celeste O'Connor, Isabela Merced, Emma Roberts, and Tahir Rahim rounding out the cast. Madam Web is directed by S.J. Clarkson, who is best known for her work on television series like Jessica Jones and The Defenders. The plot: a multiversal hunt. The plot of Madam Web is centered around a cosmic threat in a hunt across multiple dimensions. An ancient force is trying to disrupt the web of life and destiny, a concept introduced in the comics that explains the multiversal nature of spider totems, individuals with spider powers throughout different realities. Cassandra Webb, aided by several other women with spider-related powers, embarks on a mission to stop this threat and preserve the natural order. The movie attempts to weave a complex web of characters and relationships. Still, the constant jumping between timelines and universes leads to a disjointed and often confusing narrative. The stakes feel muddled, and the villain's motivations remain unclear until the very end. Performances: Dakota Johnson shines, others overshadowed. Dakota Johnson delivers a nuanced and grounded portrayal of Cassandra Webb. She successfully conveys the character's struggle with her physical limitations and the weight of her immense powers. Despite the somewhat chaotic storyline, Johnson anchors the film with her strong performance. Unfortunately, the supporting cast is largely underutilized. Sweeney, O'Connor, and Merced play alternate universe Spider-Women. They have promising introductions and intriguing powers, but their characters lack substantial development. Over-reliance on visuals, underdeveloped story. Madam Web boasts some impressive visual effects, particularly in its depiction of multiversal travel in the web of life and destiny. However, the spectacle often overshadows the story and character development. The film relies heavily on flashy action sequences and CGI-heavy set pieces, but these feel ultimately hollow without a compelling emotional core. Problems with world-building and Spider-Man lore. One of the biggest criticisms of Madam Web is its handling of the existing Spider-Man lore. The film introduces concepts and twists that feel forced and out of place with the established comics canon. While artistic liberties are to be expected, some changes seem to prioritize shock value over a cohesive narrative. Moreover, the world-building in Madam Web feels incomplete. The focus is more on jumping between various dimensions than fleshing out any particular universe or establishing meaningful connections for the audience. Is it worth watching? Madam Web holds some appeal for die-hard Spider-Man fans intrigued by the multiverse and the character's less explored corners. Dakota Johnson's performance and the visual effects offer some entertainment value. However, the film is ultimately let down by its convoluted storytelling, underdeveloped characters, and its mishandling of established lore. If you're looking for a satisfying and coherent superhero experience, Madam Web likely won't satisfy. If you want more movie reviews and deep dives into the Spider-Man universe, subscribe to our channel for regular updates. Let us know your thoughts on Madam Web in the comments.